What's up, everyone? This is Super Marcel, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 2. In the last episode, we concluded the free-star difficulty rating Jurassic Park Free Chaos Fury. And now we are going back into the campaign, where we're most certainly, most likely, most definitely actually, going to get some pterosaurs. And that's going to be exciting, to finally capture pterosaurs like Pteranodon, maybe even Dimorphodon. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, let's get right to it. Oregon. Flying reptiles. Oh god. Construct the following: Aviary Dome, Aviary Hatchery Expedition Center.
If Owen and Lambert do what they say they can, we're going to need facilities in place for the flyers when they arrive. Let's start with some aviary domes and a hatchery. Oh, we also need an expedition center, and as you heard, time is not on our side.
Oh, let's do this! We're finally gonna get him! Faster research. Want that as fast as possible. Okay, so what? Aviary Dome, Aviary Hatchery, Expedition Center. Do I need to? I need to also research Aviary Hatchery. That's annoying. Whatever. Expedition Center. We can work with that though while we wait. Take to the skies! The Pteranodon appears! Maybe even more. Who knows? Let's find out. Oh man, I'm excited. I remember exactly making like a full-on speech. Oh, we get both. Here we go. Yeah, I used to remember in the original one. It was just this, but now we can. Yes! We can extend it to something like this. I think, you know what? This looks good enough for me. Yeah, this is fine as it is. We don't need to make it any more necessarily. We don't need to make it more complicated. This is big enough. Oh, the pathing's a bit off. There you go. Have a look. And I'm pretty sure we can definitely work inside it. So we can build. Yeah, this is something you couldn't do in the first one. At the first one, you just place down an aviary and that's it. You just make the pteranodons and there they are. And the only thing that could break the only thing that could happen badly is if a storm came over and broke out all the pteranodons, right? And you could only get pteranodons. But now we got something more. We can actually build in the bloody enclosure, which is awesome. Oh, I'm excited. If I can just get a big enough, let's say, yeah, this big lake right here. With a fish feeder. Oh, this is a viewing gallery. How do I get an aviary hatchery? That's the dome. Research viewing gallery. Aviary viewing. No, that's not what it is. Operatives? Emergency? No? Operations? Where the hell do I get a aviary hatchery? That is the aviary hatchery. What? What did I just build? Oh, viewing gallery. Right. Aviary hatchery. Here we go. Oh man.
We're ready on this end. We could send out expeditions for remote capture.
These creatures can cover a lot of ground from the air, so we should snap to it.
All right, let's fly the not-so-friendly skies.
Okay, hold on. Before we do that, I just want a big rock. Oh, damn it. Fine, we'll make this like coastal friendly. Yeah, look. Urgent message? Incident alert. Oh, hold on. Local authorities have captured flying reptiles near Oakland. We need to send a live capture team to collect them ASAP and house them properly at our facility here. Select a scientist to oversee a live capture expedition. The event will remain available on the expedition. Go to incident. Oh, here we go. Pteranodons. Let those other two rest.
We have captured flyers ready to deliver.
Have
That
them
was
brought
fast.
to the aviary hatchery by our transport team. We'll then release them into the domes.
And by release, you mean contain?
Yes, in a controlled environment and under our supervision and care.
Excellent.
We should be on schedule to deliver assets to the other site.
Okay. Is there anything else I can do? I wanna... Let's see. Oh, hell yeah, we can. Let's get some trees set up. Now, Pteranodon. Of course, it was always going to be Pteranodon. Pteranodon's a classic pterosaur. Like, when you think of pterosaurs and flying reptiles, Pteranodon is the animal you think of. Live captured. 5 Pteranodons found. Let's do this. I wouldn't be carrying them by helicopter. But alright. What if they just wake up and it's just, what the hell? And they just fly away? Oh. How do I lower the camera? Hey! Achievement unlocked. Flapped. We got Pteranodons! Check it out! Hey! This is awesome. Can it perch on the rock, please? Hell yeah! So we finally have our flying reptiles! And I can actually talk about Pteranodons. Because I did a lot of interesting research. Oh, that's, okay. But yeah, look, I do remember the first time when we had Pteranodons in the first park, in first Jurassic World. I remember having this speech of thinking about the potential that the game could go through now that they added Pteranodons. And to actually see that they actually achieved that with this game, and not only that, but also include marine reptiles, is an awesome feeling, to say the least. You know, the thing that I said that stuff, and they actually did it, is awesome. And here we are, we got Pteranodons. I still prefer the Jurassic Park 3 Pteranodons. I don't know why they shortened the crest with this tiny red thing. Right? I prefer the crest to be longer because, you know, that's just what they look like. That's just what Pteranodons' crests look like. I guess maybe it could be argued that because they're female Pteranodons, their crests are shorter, I guess. But the thing is that they even did the same thing in the Dominion thing in the flashback with all the dinosaurs, right? That's a lot of female pteranodons then in one area, not a single male. But like, biology-wise, behavior-wise, pteranodon is interesting. In terms of how it behaved, pteranodon. Man, these things are loud. This would be an awesome screenshot. Hold on, capture mode.
Looks like we might be getting things under control.
I would say famous last words, but given the number of times that I could have used this very phrase over the years, I'm going to go with, quote, predictable, unquote, last words instead.
Dr. Malcolm, why are you contacting us?
Same thing as always, the dinosaurs. And my obsessive need to witness the car crash when it happens.
It's good to hear from you again, Dr. Malcolm.
Dr. Dua, you're now increasing the so-called intelligence part of the CIA, if I'm to understand correctly.
We do what we can.
Yes, we do what we can. And sometimes...
Ooh, they're feeding from the fish feeder.
more than we should. Interesting times. And I mean times as the dinosaurs are living in ours. Should they be here? No. Are they? Yes. Ergo, they should. The hidden hand of chaos is revealed.
It's what else remains hidden that's concerning me at the moment, Doctor.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes. And that's why I brought somebody with me to help shed some light in this regard, Mr. Isaac Clement.
Oh, Isaac.
Specialist of the spectacular. You should be hearing from him soon.
These dinosaurs require feeders if they're to stay healthy. Stay on top of it.
They're not dinosaurs, they're flying reptiles. Oh,
Hey, I'm Isaac Clement.
can I
Dr.
talk about
Malcolm should have
Pteranodon,
mentioned me earlier.
please?
We have some specific requirements, including a ranger team to gather information and monitor the animals within the aviary. A viewing gallery is also on our list. So, now it's on yours.
I've been speedrunning this, haven't I? Okay, but like, from a... Oh my god.
I've been thinking.
When you think it makes me nervous.
No, seriously. Why the flyers?
Okay, I'm not following you.
Dr. Malcolm starts contacting Dr. Dua from who knows where when these flying reptiles become an issue. Why?
Because they introduce a unique danger? And he's concerned?
Yeah, that's probably it.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Owen. For now, we should make sure the satisfaction levels for the flyers is high. That's verifiable data we can use. Forget the conspiracy angle.
Whoa, we're chasing prehistoric animals, Claire. Reality ain't what it used to be.
Okay, so it's doing the same thing that it originally did, which is good news for me, which means I can talk about...
Yeah, you were right, Dr. Malcolm.
It's sort of my thing.
The facility is functioning as anticipated.
We have enough assets in the pipeline that we should be able to move forward soon.
Right now we're putting out brush fires, but this is an inferno that could engulf the world.
Your concern is noted.
For now, I suggest we focus on this location. It's about high welfare and visibility for the animals. And safety for the DFW staff, of course.
Learning to coexist with the dinosaurs is a process. We're getting there.
And if we don't, where's that leave us? We will have created an apocalypse born of our arrogance. Humanity versus the dinosaurs. And honestly, I'm not sure who deserves to win.
Alright. Okay, so now...
If we
Oh
wanna
my
find
god.
success, we must look to the sky. That means more flyers, and more species of flyers in the aviaries. Flap, not fly. Huh?
Are you done? Or you have one more person to come here? Okay, cool. Oh, let's talk about Pteranodon. Hell yeah. So Pteranodon, in terms of how it behaved, definitely was pestiferous, Pteranodon. Oh, okay. Apparently floating as well. But yeah, they lived in the cliff sides and the shoreline. In the beach areas, you know, by the sea, where they feed on fish. And now comes the interesting part of what we discuss, right? So I've read a lot of information on how pterosaurs float, or the lack of floating. And the truth is, pterosaurs, they can't float, right? And that's where the paradox comes in, because it's very clear evidence. There's a lot of formations that show that pterosaurs most certainly were found here, and they fed on the fish that came from the ocean. So now comes the question: how do they do it? Of course, they could do it like this, you know, be on the shoreline and like peck them out with their specialized sharp beaks. But and they could have also probably hovered in front above the ocean and done that same thing as well. But I've read somewhere, and this is an interesting, fascinating thing to think about, is that and it makes sense if you actually look at the skeleton of Pteranodon, the body build of Pteranodon. It's very slender, very agile, you know, which tells me and several other people that they may have actually dived into the water to catch their fish, like one of those birds. They full on like entire body just scoop down just into the water, and then their wings are apparently, supposedly their wings are strong enough to flap them out of there, and they feed, they get the fish out, and it's cool, you know. But it's so interesting to know that pterosaurs just can't float. They can try to, but there's not a good, comfortable position for them to actually be in for them to float. You can't manipulate the skeleton for them to do so. So it's really interesting to think how these pterosaurs lived on the shoreline and fed on the animals that came from the ocean when they themselves can't even, you know. I mean, there are different pterosaurs here and there that I would love to talk about once we get to those ones who have different methods. But Pteranodon specifically, just having this, you know, typical like super sharp beak, it's interesting, yeah. So they're not necessarily like, you know, I'm gonna chase you type hunters. No, they were definitely pestiferous, and they had an interesting method. Okay. Now that I'm done talking about that, the Pteranodons, what else can we get? So the game wants us to get more pterosaur species, and I'm intrigued to figure out. So what are our options? Dimorphodon's going to be one of them. Yep, 6 Dimorphodons. What is it? Tropiognathus, and more Pteranodons. I guess story-wise, it would make sense for us to get Dimorphodon. But we might as well just also increase the amount of Pteranodons in there. So let's just get Pteranodons. We're being lazy in this one. And I can talk about Dimorphodon when we eventually get it. Because I got some interesting things to talk about for Dimorphodon. And I would also love to get Tropiognathus as well. Tropiognathus is definitely a cool pterosaur. Yeah, let's just focus on our Pteranodons for now. This is so cool. I guess the word's proud. I'm so proud that Frontier actually was successful in doing something like this, you know. We have the Pteranodons. They're coming to your location. Transport flying reptile, not dinosaur. Inaccessible. Why not? Why is it inaccessible? What are you talking about? What? What do you mean it's inaccessible? Hold on. Okay. Can I still get them? Oh, you're joking me. What? Can I still get the Pteranodons? Or did I bust it up? Why was it not accept? There we go. Transport pterosaur. There we go. What was that about? Now, okay, this is going off of the fact that the pteranodons shared the enclosures with the Dimorphodon in the movie. So, logically, I better send a ranger team to check on him. I don't have a ranger team. Okay. Go check on him.
Delivery complete.
Lonely? What? You want more fish feeders? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Hold on. All right. How's that? Hey? Hell yeah. Oh! Oh! Well, that's it. Oh. I was actually really hoping I would get Dimorphodon there. It's 24 minutes worth of footage. Okay. I guess we're just stopping with Pteranodon then.
Even contrived, planned, and managed beauty has its charms, but what appeals to the senses is the asymmetry of nature. Its rough edges, its mistakes, a tree that is both out of place and exactly where it needs to be. Much like the dinosaurs.
Excuse me, Dr. Malcolm. There are reports of a large herd of subject animals roaming freely in Yosemite.
To my point, chaos. Don't you just love it?
California with some pachycephalosauruses. Of course, we're gonna have to stop here. I guess we'll move on to Jurassic World, where let me guess, I have to build Jurassic World and get it to 5 stars, don't I?
Yosemite. Over 1,000 square miles in size. It is home to one of the oldest plant species on Earth, the giant sequoias, which have been growing in this part of California for over 60 million years.
That could be our connection. What's drawing the dinosaurs here?
The sequoias are familiar, part of their genetic memory.
Then this land could be a perfect fit for the dinosaurs.
Wait. You said 60 million years, right? You do know the dinosaurs went extinct 65 million years ago, right? They can't recognize and remember a tree that they've never came across in the first place. Whatever. Okay, so that is it. I was actually really hoping we'd get more pterosaurs, but Pteranodon's good enough. You know? Maybe I should have gone for the Dimorphodon. Oh well. But the fact that we gotten pterosaurs in the first place, it's pretty awesome, you know? Yeah. And I hope I get to make more enclosures in the future with some pterosaurs and stuff. I'm probably guessing that because we're Jurassic World Chaos Theories next, we're going to be dealing with... We probably can make marine enclosures, you know? Because the Mosasaurus is a part of Jurassic World and had a bit of a big role in it, you know? Just being there, first of all, and also it was the animal that killed the Indominus. Which also another thing, we're going to be dealing with the Indominus, I guess, next. Yeah. Anyways, we'll stop it there. If you guys enjoyed the video, click the like button. If you want to see more, click the subscribe button. And I'm Super Marcel. Make sure you have a super time. Bye-bye!